garden party is in full swing. The committee, apart from Nigel, the vicar and Horace, are seated at a garden table and enjoying Agnes's alcohol-free punch. Horace and the vicar totter in with a glass in hand, and Horace is wearing the garish shirt.
It's going exceedingly well, isn't it, Vicar?
Yes, Horace. It's so good seeing so many people having a good time out there. It certainly is a lovely feeling. Look at them. They are an odd bunch, really. But we love them just the same.
I expect she'll be arriving soon.
I certainly hope so.
Oh, I simply cannot wait.
Nor can I.
More tea, Vicar?
No thanks, Agnes dear. I'm quite happy with this fruit punch. Quite happy indeed.
Oh, didn't you enjoy the herbal tea then?
Oh yes, I finished up the cup. Look.
Oh, no saucer. I felt sure I gave you a saucer.
Oh, don't worry, Agnes. It really doesn't matter. Oh, look. Here comes Nigel, and he's got Lady Porchester with him.
Ah, Reverend Pickles, Agnes, Gertie, Mavis, Horace. I am proud to introduce you to Lady Porchester.
Lady Porchester, this really is such an honour. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, it's a great privilege to have you with us at our at our garden party.
Would you like some tea? It's herbal, you know. Thank you. You're all so kind. It's an honour to be here at your anniversary garden party. Yes, I will have some tea. I'll let it cool down a little, though, before I drink it. That's a little digestive tip that was given to me at the International Women's Institute Convention in Lisbon last week. Do you think that you could be so kind as to also pour some into a saucer for my poodle, Bubbles? She's out there with my chauffeur.
Good idea. I also poured mine into us. Oh, yes. Certainly we can, can't we, Agnes?
Oh, of course, Lady Porchester.
Do take a seat, Lady Porchester. What do you think of our cake stall?
It seemed delightful. Shame there were not too many customers.
Yes, it is so difficult to attract funds. A constant problem for little organisations such as ours, who do so much good, yet have such limited resources.
Yes, we do our best, especially with things like the cake stall, but it's so difficult for a cake stall to bring in much-needed funds.
Oh, I can help you there.
You can?
Oh, yes. I picked up some wonderful new cake recipes in Lisbon. I'll get my chauffeur to call round. I'm sure she'll be happy to call you back on you ladies and drop them here later. Oh, here she comes now. Oh, Fanshawe Smythe, have you parked the Bentley okay?
Yes, Lady Porchester, but I think it better if I park it further down the road.
Why?
I don't leave it outside here, ma'am. Looking at some of these folk, we'll be lucky if we have any hubcaps left by the time we leave. I recognise one or two of the rougher-looking ones. They'll have that mascot off that Bentley's bonnet in a jiffy. Trust me, I know these types.
Oh dear. Yes, I see what you mean, Fanshawe Smythe. On second thoughts, park it away as far as you can.
Certainly, Lady Porchester, most wise.
Oh, and Fanshawe Smythe.
Yes, Lady Porchester.
Can you make sure I have a nice bath ready for when I get home? One of my specials? I shall certainly need a good bath after being here.
Certainly, Lady Porchester. I've already thought of that. An extra delivery of mineral water is being delivered to Porchester Mansion as we speak. Perrier, of course.
No, thank goodness for that. I love those bubbles, and I just can't stand that Evian rubbish.
Actually, Lady Porchester, I hope you don't mind, but I have a very personal announcement to make. Would you mind?
No, not at all. Do go on. I'm most intrigued.
Well, today is not just the 200th anniversary of this church, momentous though that is. It is also 8 years to the day since I lost my dear Penny, and for those 8 years since, I have been widowed, with only my mongrel Scraggy for company. But time moves on, And during those 8 years, I have grown extremely fond of one of the ladies from this church. She's a most wonderful lady, and I feel sure some of the congregation may have noticed little signs of affection from me that I could not hide any longer.
Oh, do go on, Vicar.
In this day and age, with so many people flouting the church's quaint but very important customs relating to personal relationships, I feel I should announce my love for this lady and my marriage intentions even before we start seeing each other in private, so to speak.
Oh, how commendable. How absolutely commendable, Vicar. And a most shining example to set to the congregation and indeed the community. I can see that yours is a church that I can support in a most significant way.
How excellent.
Yes, well, let's all go inside for a short while and then I can reveal all.
This way, Lady Porchester.
We are all still at the garden party 15 minutes later, but the atmosphere is now very frosty indeed. Agnes knits furiously. Nigel looks amused, and Horace looks like a bulldog that has chewed a wasp. Lady Porchester looks shocked. The vicar joins the group, escorting Prudence Shuttleworth, a brassy young lady dressed tartly, and he's in a state of great excitement.
But Prudence
Shuttleworth?
Oh my, you are a dark horse, Vicar. I really thought I was going to blow up with you the other week.
Blow what?
Well, big chance with you. You know, following that situation with my mum and the missing communion wine.
Oh, no, don't be silly. Elderly people do become a bit forgetful and confused, and they certainly often mislay things.
Oh well, if it's any consolation, she didn't get much for it.
Oh. I see.
Oh well, is it the time? I better be off.
Off? Where?
The Remand Centre, of course. It's my visiting time. I've got to go and see my boys, Kevin and Wayne, from my second marriage. Didn't I tell you? Oh, they are such scallywags. Never a dull moment with Kevin and Wayne. And they'll absolutely love you. I'll bet no sooner than they come out, they'll want to take you down their kickboxing club. Anyway, Vicar, aren't you going to escort your fiancée to the front gates?
Of course, but please, there's no need to call me Vicar all the time. You can call me Michael.
Oh, you are so cute. In fact, I think I'll call you Mickey.
I think I'll call you Mickey.
You'll regret this, mark my words. And those boys will be hard work.
Yes, the youngest one, Wayne, has always been a problem. I think it was a shock that she ever had him in the first place.
Yes, I remember about 15 years ago my next door neighbour telling me that Prudence was very surprised. Apparently she spent £50 on a baby alarm and still she got pregnant.
Anyway, Prudence Shuttleworth is as thick as two planks.
And a bit of a slapper as well.
Gertie, that was uncalled for.
Yes, Gertie, you can talk. You've not been an angel. At school you'd show the boys your bloomers just for a bite of toffee apple. And you've got a lot worse as you've got older. Oh, yes. I know why you've got a sunroof in your car. It's so that you've got more leg room.
Okay, Miss Goody Two-Shoes. You're a fine one to talk. What about your canoodling in 1960 with the men from Botchington Rugby Club?
Which ones?
The whole bloody first 15. And the head coach and the physio.
Oh, how dare you, you pickled walnut hussy.
Now, ladies, please, let's have a sense of decorum. We don't want to bring our church into disrepute.
Disrepute? Disrepute? Of course you're so flaming perfect, Mr. Treasurer, Trustee, Chief Steward, and whatever ruddy title you wish to bestow on yourself. What about your little escapades then?
I don't know what you mean.
I've seen you going into that strip club near the bypass.
Strip club? I don't know what you mean.
Oh, yes you do. That Peppermint Rhino Club.
Well, actually, it's Spearmint Rhino. Not that I've been there, of course.
Yes, you have. You been looking at those naked dancers.
They are pole dancers.
I don't care where they come from. It's degrading and it's
unbecoming of a member of our committee.
Oh, shut up, you stupid old bat. If it wasn't for your useless efforts at fundraising and your pathetic homemade recipes, we would not be in this mess. And you should get your eyes tested. We never know what we're eating or drinking here. What did you put in that fruit punch, eh?
Look, there's the carton. See? Mixed Caribbean fruits and 0% alcohol.
0% my ass? It says 10%, you stupid old bat.
Please, Horace, mind your language.
I knew old Clanky wasn't as good as he makes out.
Old Clanky?
Yes, you might as well know now. We call you old Clanky, don't we, ladies?
Yes, always making sure that he clanks his money on the collection plate louder than anybody else.
so annoying. He makes it sound like he puts in more money than us. But we know.
Oh, yes, old coins, foreign coins, and even car wash tokens.
Please, ladies, there is no need for this.
Oh, that's enough. I've heard quite enough. I've never been so disgusted. I wish you well, Vicar, with your imminent engagement. But as for the rest of you, well, you don't deserve to be in charge of a teapot, let alone a church. I'm going, Mr. Alexander. Can you see me out, please, and find my poodle Bubbles?
Yes, of course, Lady Porchester, but could I have a word or two in private, please?
Very well, then, but please be quick.
Look, Lady Porchester, I agree this has been very unfortunate, but these are good people, really, and they do need some help.
Help? Oh, they need help, all right. They're all hypocrites.
Not really. They never claim to be perfect. They go to church because they're striving to be better people, not because they already think they are. They are stalwarts. They look out for the needy and they do a huge amount of good for local causes, Lady Porchester. And, let's be honest, we all have skeletons in our cupboard.
Skeletons in cupboards? Oh, it seems as though your committee have enough skeletons to start up a natural history museum. And don't believe you're much better, Mr. Alexander. My chauffeur tells me you got the sack from a son.
Yes. Well, I'm not proud of myself. But as I say, we all have things we are not proud of.
Oh, well, I haven't.
Nothing at all.
No.
Not even the profits from the shareholding in the Casino Royale in Monte Carlo, held by a nominee, of course, nor the secret Swiss bank account, nor even the friendship with the Portuguese bellboy at the Lisbon Hilton.
What? Be very careful what you say, Mr. Alexander. I could sue you for slander and defamation of character.
Lady Porchester, I learned my lesson when I lost my job at the Sun. I can assure you I would not have made all that statement unless I could back it up with proof.
Proof? What proof? Oh my God, what are these photos? Oh, this is ridiculous. Anyway, Fernando wasn't bald, nor did he have chubby cheeks. Oh, I better turn these photos up the other way.
Yes, an interesting holiday snap. I am sure the Bochington Chronicle would love to have a look at it. It could probably be the biggest scoop they've had in years. Or to get me a decent pay rise, too.
Well, I'm sure we could come to some agreement, Mr. Alexander. Maybe I could compensate you for the loss of potential pay rise in exchange for this, and any other similar photos you may have.
Well, 36 photos, actually. You certainly got plenty of exercise at that convention in Lisbon, didn't you? I just want to see dear old St. Cedric's Church continue to serve the needs of the people of Bochington for the next 200 years and beyond. And a nice crisp cheque for £50,000 to pay for a new roof would do very nicely, ma'am. Very nicely indeed. Maybe we'll even have a bit left over to send dear old Agnes to Specsavers.
Very well. Here's the cheque. But this little conversation shall remain strictly between us, do you agree? And I'll have those photos.
Of course, Lady Porchester. But may I announce the good news about your donation?
You may. But could you pass me my herbal tea? I need to refresh myself before I go.
It is truly a day of special announcements and celebrations. I have some exciting news from us all. To commemorate our church's anniversary and in recognition of all the fine work done by this church for the people of Botchington, Lady Porchester has decided to donate the sum of £50,000 to pay for our new roof.
Oh, I am so grateful, so grateful. I think this is the happiest I have been for 8 years. My goodness. Those two dogs sound happy as well. What's going on?
It's, Scraggy and Lady Porchester's poodle Bubbles. They're behaving extremely frisky, if you know what I mean.
Oh dear. Scraggy is usually so docile. I cannot think what's come over him. All he's had is a saucer of herbal tea. Oh!
What exactly did you put in that herbal tea, Agnes?
Country ginger.
No, it says Cantonese ginseng. That happens to be the most powerful aphrodisiac known to man. Oh, well, so I'm told. And now dog. And it's fast acting too. Apparently, people who take it lose all their inhibitions. The results can be almost instantaneous.
Oh dear, it's just as well that none of us drank any.
No, but didn't Lady Porchester take some?
Yes, she did.
Oh, Vicar, won't you come over to join me?
Well, I certainly am grateful for your most generous donation, but...
Then you can thank me now. Come on, Vicar, show me some gratitude.
I'm sorry, Lady Porchester, but I really cannot countenance that sort of thing.
Now, Vicar, surely you do not wish to disappoint me.
I'm sorry, but I can't take any chances. I daren't put my stipend at risk, modest though it is these days.
Oh, well, maybe this will help it grow.
Horace, no! Don't just stand there. Be a gentleman and grab those.
Come on.
No, not those. Those.
I'm sure you've seen those before.
Not those ones, I haven't.
Oh dear.